The morning light spills softly through the window. A cup of tea steams beside an open notebook. Outside, the world hums quietly, unhurried. This is where our story begins with stillness. For many, the shoulders carry more than we notice. Years of lifting, reaching and living leave their trace. For those over 60, a simple stretch can mean freedom. Freedom to move without stiffness. Freedom to reach without hesitation. Freedom to breathe without tightness holding you back. Today, we're slowing down to rediscover that freedom. Not through force or pressure, but through kindness. Your body has been your companion for decades. It has held laughter, carried memories, and endured storms. Now it asks for gentleness in return. A slow shoulder stretch, simple, mindful healing. It's more than exercise. It's a way to reconnect with your strength. So take a deep breath with me. Feel the air move through you, calm and steady. We're not racing. We're listening. We're caring. And together, we'll begin the quiet journey to healthier shoulders. The shoulder is a quiet storyteller. It remembers every reach, every lift, every small act of life. Over the years, it carries not just weight, but time itself. For many over 60, that story becomes harder to move. A small ache when reaching for a cup. A stiffness when brushing the hair. A gentle reminder that the body changes, slowly but surely. But there is beauty in that change. It's not weakness. It's wisdom written in the language of the body. Every line, every pause, every limit has meaning. Our shoulders are delicate instruments of motion. They connect arms to heart, effort to emotion. They allow us to embrace, to wave, to create, to express. And yet they ask for so little in return, just care and attention. As we age, the muscles lose some of their flexibility. The tendons become less elastic. The joints may feel tight after sleep or rest. It's normal, but it's not final. Because motion, when done gently, awakens the body again. It's like sunlight touching the morning dew, slow and warm. When we move slowly, we listen to what the body whispers. We hear the subtle stories the shoulders have kept. Maybe they've carried too much. Maybe they've been still for too long. But every breath gives us a chance to begin again. Imagine the shoulders as gates of movement. When they open freely, energy flows through the whole body. When they close, we feel it in posture, in breath, in spirit. The good news is, we can open them again. Not through force, but through kindness and patience. There's a quiet miracle in mindful stretching. It's not about pushing limits. It's about rediscovering grace in small actions. For people over 60, that grace is everything. It means independence. It means comfort in daily life. It means being able to hug your loved ones without pain. The shoulder is not just a joint. It's a symbol of how we connect with the world. When it moves freely, we feel confident and alive. When it's stiff, we withdraw a little from the world's rhythm. But movement restores that rhythm again. Even a slow circle of the shoulder brings lightness. Even a gentle stretch wakes up forgotten spaces inside. The body responds to care. It always does. It has a deep memory for healing. It only needs time and attention to recall it. Think of your shoulders as old friends. They've stood by you through work, love, laughter, and loss. Now they ask you to slow down and listen. To breathe deeply and move kindly. To remember that health is not found in speed. It's found in presence. Every gentle motion tells your body, I'm here for you. And that message, repeated daily, changes everything. Because healing isn't a moment. It's a quiet practice, done with care, respect, and love. And that's where your journey to better shoulders truly begins. Slow movement is a secret language of the body. It speaks softly, but it reaches deeply. When you move slowly, you begin to hear yourself again. Every stretch becomes a whisper of connection. Every breath becomes a bridge between mind and motion. For many of us, movement has always been about effort, about reaching farther, lifting heavier, pushing harder. But as time passes, the goal changes. It's no longer about doing more, it's about feeling more. The power of slow movement lies in awareness. It teaches patience where we once chased progress. It teaches balance where we once forced control. It invites us to notice the quiet spaces between actions. When you move with slowness, your body begins to trust you again. The muscles stop resisting. The joints begin to open. The breath starts to flow naturally, like a calm tide. There is a beauty in this pace, a rhythm older than time. Imagine water flowing around stones. It doesn't rush, yet it shapes everything it touches. That's the essence of slow movement. It transforms without forcing. It heals without demanding. For the shoulders, this is pure medicine. Fast, jerky motions can tighten what we're trying to free. But slow, mindful movement melts the tension from within. You can feel the warmth spreading gently, like sunlight on skin. Each rotation, each stretch becomes an act of kindness. There's no competition here. No finish line. Just a dialogue between your body and your breath. In that dialogue, you learn where you're holding on too tight. You learn where your strength truly lives. Sometimes you'll find emotion stored deep in the movement. A memory, a sigh, a moment of release. The body remembers what the mind forgets. And through slow motion, we give those memories space to breathe. It's not weakness to move slowly. It's wisdom. The kind of wisdom that comes from years of listening. From knowing that fast isn't always forward. That strength can be quiet, steady, and gentle. Every slow shoulder circle, every patient stretch, it's a promise. A promise to care, to heal, to respect your own rhythm. For those over 60, this practice isn't about youth. It's about presence. You're not trying to turn back time. You're learning to move through it with grace. The power of slow movement reminds us that the body is alive. That healing doesn't come from speed, but from softness. Even a single slow breath can reset your balance. Even a few gentle movements can awaken energy long forgotten. So, as you stretch your shoulders today, remember this truth. You don't need to chase motion. You only need to meet it with awareness, with calm, with gratitude. Because the slower you move, the deeper you connect. And in that connection, healing quietly begins. Let's begin the movement, slow and mindful. Find a place where you can stand or sit with ease. Your spine tall, your chest open, your breath soft. Close your eyes for a moment and listen to your body. The rhythm of your breath is your guide today. We won't rush. We won't force. We'll move like water flowing through calm rivers. Now open your eyes gently and let your shoulders relax. Feel their weight drop slightly, as if sighing in relief. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, roll your shoulders backward in a smooth circle. Feel the motion round, slow, and gentle. One circle, then another, and one more, softer this time. Each roll releases a little more tension. Now roll your shoulders forward, the same calm rhythm. Imagine brushing away the stiffness of the past. Feel warmth beginning to build beneath your skin. This warmth is your energy waking up again. Pause for a breath and smile slightly. That small smile tells your body, you're doing well. Now, bring your right hand to your left shoulder. Let your left hand guide your right elbow across your chest. Not too far, just until you feel a comfortable stretch. Hold that position. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly, letting your shoulders soften. You're not fighting your body, you're inviting it to open. Stay for 5 gentle breaths. Each exhale melts a little stiffness away. Now switch sides, calm and steady. Left hand to right shoulder. Right hand guiding the left elbow across your chest. Breathe again. Slow in. Slow out. The stretch doesn't need to be big to be powerful. It just needs to be kind. Feel the muscles under your shoulder blade awakening. They've waited for this softness. When you're ready, release your arms slowly. Shake them out lightly, like shaking off old tension. Now, interlace your fingers behind your back. Let your palms face gently outward. Lift your hands just a little away from your body. You'll feel your chest open, your heart space expand. Keep your chin slightly lifted and breathe deeply. Inhale hope. Exhale years of pressure. Stay in that openness for 3 long breaths. Notice how your posture changes, taller, freer, calmer. Release your hands and rest them at your sides. Let your shoulders settle naturally. They feel lighter now, maybe even warmer. That's your body saying thank you. Thank you for slowing down. Thank you for listening. These gentle stretches nourish more than muscle. They nourish awareness, patience, and peace. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be present. Each movement, no matter how small, builds strength. Each breath, no matter how quiet, builds calm. This is your slow shoulder stretch. A conversation between care and courage. And in this softness, your body begins to trust again. Breathing is the bridge between the body and the mind. Without breath, movement is empty. With breath, every motion becomes alive. So now let's bring our focus there, to the quiet rhythm inside you. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the air glide down your throat, filling your chest and belly. Hold it softly, just for a heartbeat. Then exhale through your mouth, slow and gentle. Like wind leaving the trees after rain. This is your anchor. Your breath is the calm sea beneath every wave of motion. When you stretch your shoulders, let the breath guide the pace. Inhale as you open the chest, exhale as you release the weight. Let the air remind your muscles that it's safe to relax. Every inhale feeds your strength. Every exhale washes away tension. You don't need to control it too tightly. Let the breath find its natural rhythm, peaceful and steady. Now as you roll your shoulders slowly, breathe with intention. Inhale with expansion. Exhale with surrender. Your shoulders are listening. They soften with every exhale. They open with every inhale. The breath carries messages of care through the whole body. It tells the nervous system, you can rest now. And in that rest, healing begins to grow quietly. Some people think deep breathing is simple. But it's a form of awareness, a way of returning home. When you breathe fully, your mind slows down too. The noise fades. The thoughts loosen their grip. The body begins to feel lighter, as if floating gently. This is not magic, it's connection. Connection between oxygen, motion, and peace. For people over 60, breathing deeply brings renewal. It improves circulation, reduces fatigue, clears the mind. But more than that, it reminds you that life still flows within. Each breath is a soft reminder you are still growing, still healing, still capable of change. When you combine slow stretches with deep breathing, they harmonize. The movement opens the body. The breath opens the heart. Together they create balance, inner and outer. Imagine your shoulders as doors slowly swinging open. Each breath pushes them a little wider. Each exhale lets light spill through the cracks. This is how the body learns trust again. Through repetition, through rhythm, through compassion. You are not forcing flexibility. You are inviting flow. Let the inhale rise like morning sunlight. Let the exhale fade like twilight. Feel how your heartbeat joins that rhythm, soft, steady, alive. You are not separate from your body. You are in conversation with it. Your breath is the voice. Your movement is the reply. Together, they tell the story of healing. So breathe deeply now, one last time. Inhale gratitude. Exhale release. Let that peace linger in your shoulders. Let it travel down your spine and rest in your heart. You have breathed yourself back into balance. Shoulder health isn't built in a single session. It grows quietly, day by day, through small habits. Tiny choices that tell your body, I care. For people over 60, these choices matter even more. They shape how you move, how you rest, how you feel alive. The secret is consistency, not perfection. Your shoulders don't need extreme effort. They need steady love and gentle movement. Start your morning with light stretches. Just 5 minutes of slow roll or gentle reaches. Feel the body wake up with you. It's not about intensity, it's about invitation. You're inviting motion back into your life. Throughout the day, notice your posture. When you sit, let your back rise tall and your chest stay open. It helps your shoulders stay aligned and relaxed. Avoid slouching into chairs or screens for too long. Every few hours, stand and stretch your arms wide. Let the blood flow again. Let the muscles breathe. The body loves movement, even in small amounts. If you read, knit, or use the computer often, take breaks. Shake your hands, circle your shoulders, roll your neck softly. These tiny pauses prevent stiffness from settling in. Think of them as small gifts to your body. When you walk, let your arms swing freely. Feel the rhythm of your steps moving through your shoulders. It's a natural massage built into daily life. When you carry things, try using both hands. Distribute the weight evenly so one shoulder doesn't bear it all. Choose lighter bags when possible. Your strength isn't gone, it just needs kindness to return. Hydrate well, eat foods that nourish your joints and muscles. Simple acts of care multiply over time. They rebuild comfort, mobility, and confidence. If you love music, dance slowly to your favorite song. Let your shoulders join the rhythm, unhurried and joyful. This kind of movement heals the spirit too. Sometimes shoulder tension comes from worry, not just age. So practice relaxation every evening. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, release what the day carried. Imagine your shoulders melting into peace. Tell them you did enough today. Sleep becomes easier when the body feels heard. Good rest is one of the greatest healers. It allows the muscles to recover and the mind to reset. The next morning, begin again, gentle, curious, consistent. Each day is a chance to move a little better, to stand a little taller, to feel a little freer. Your shoulders remember your efforts. They reward you with lightness and ease. And when one day you reach up effortlessly to a shelf, you'll realize that healing didn't come suddenly. It came through kindness repeated again and again. That's how shoulder health grows, through simple faithfulness, through love turned into movement, through listening instead of forcing. Your shoulders carry your history. Now let them carry your peace. Care for them and they will care for you. Grace was 65 when she first noticed the stiffness. It began quietly, like a whisper she almost ignored. A twinge when she reached for the cupboard. A tightness when she buttoned her blouse. She thought it was simply age catching up with her. So she endured it, day after day, with quiet acceptance. Until one morning, pouring her tea, the cup slipped slightly. Her arm hesitated. Her shoulder refused to lift as it once did. That small moment startled her more than pain ever could. It was as if her own body had stopped trusting her. That evening she sat by the window, thinking of all the things she loved. Gardening, painting, holding her granddaughter in her arms. And she realized she didn't want to lose that ease of living. So Grace made a choice. Not a dramatic one, not a vow of fitness or transformation. Just a promise to move slowly, kindly every day. She began with one gentle shoulder roll in the morning. It felt strange at first, almost too simple. But something in her heart whispered, keep going. Each day she added a little more, a breath, a stretch, a pause. Her movements were small but full of intention. Her mornings became rituals of calm discovery. She listened to her body like listening to an old friend. Some days were stiff. Some days were soft and flowing. But every day she showed up. Within weeks she noticed changes. The stiffness melted slowly, like frost under sunlight. Her shoulders moved more freely. Her arms lifted without hesitation. Her confidence returned, not from strength but from gentleness. Her granddaughter noticed first. "Grandma, you can reach the cookies again," she laughed. Grace smiled and felt tears fill her eyes. It wasn't about cookies. It was about freedom. That small victory meant she had reclaimed a piece of her life. And that's what healing truly is, reclaiming what you love. Grace kept her practice simple. Every morning after tea, she did her slow shoulder stretch. She breathed with awareness. She moved without hurry. And she thanked her body each time. That gratitude became her secret medicine. One day, as she painted by the window, she realized something. Her movements were smoother, her colors brighter, her heart lighter. The slowness had become her rhythm of joy. Grace often tells her friends now, you don't have to fight your body. You just have to listen to it and move with love. Her story reminds us all, age doesn't define ability. The body remembers care, no matter how late you begin. Healing doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks for presence. And when you give your body patience, it gives you peace in return. Grace still stretches each morning, the same slow roll, the same calm breath. It's her quiet way of saying thank you to her shoulders, to her life, to herself. And maybe it's where true strength has always lived, in gentleness. As we come to the end of this gentle journey, take a deep breath. Feel how your shoulders rest, lighter than before. They've carried you through years of work, love, and living. Now they rest in calm, grateful silence. Healing doesn't always arrive with noise or speed. Sometimes it comes quietly, through small, kind moments. A stretch, a breath, a whisper of patience. Your body remembers every act of care. Every slow motion becomes a promise of renewal. You are not chasing youth, you are nurturing longevity. You are teaching your body that softness is strength. Each time you move with awareness, you give yourself freedom. Freedom to live, to reach, to embrace without fear. The slow shoulder stretch is more than an exercise. It's a language of compassion between you and your body. And as you continue this practice, remember Grace's truth. Healing begins when you choose gentleness over pressure. So breathe deeply once more. Thank your shoulders. Thank your breath. Thank your life. You are moving with grace now, strong, calm, and beautifully alive.